Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to today's video. We're diving into an energy reading and update for our incredible YouTube collective. Thank you so much for tuning in. It truly means the world to me. By being here, you're playing an active role in this co-creative process. Your energy is helping shape the messages we uncover today, no matter where or when you're joining us. After all, energy knows no bounds, not time, space, or distance. I can already feel there's so much waiting to come through in this reading. Over the past few days, I've been receiving powerful downloads, but with them came a deep reminder. Don't rush the process. Let the energy naturally unfold, allowing the messages to crystallize and come through in their purest, clearest form. Maybe that's a message meant for someone listening right now. Perhaps there's something in your life requiring patience, trust, and a sense of surrender to the divine timing. Now, I'm going to shuffle the cards and get us started with the messages coming through for today's reading. But before we begin, I want to invite you to amplify your connection to these readings by subscribing to the channel. Subscribing is a powerful energetic exchange that not only strengthens the messages I channel for you today, but also allows me to connect even more specifically with your energy in future videos. Many of you have shared how the readings feel more aligned after subscribing, and that's no coincidence. It's the power of co-creation at work. So let's get into it and see what the cards have in store for us today. I'm so grateful you're here. Let's dive in. As I shuffle the Energy Oracle cards deck, I want to check in with you. How are you feeling with all this fresh New Year energy? The word that came through for me is empowered. Maybe that resonates with you too. The first card we've pulled is the Goddess of the Moon, upright. This card often connects to divine feminine energy, so I could be speaking to someone who's really tapping into that side of themselves right now. Remember, we all carry both divine feminine and divine masculine energy within us. It's not tied to gender, but to the energetic balance we experience internally. Right now, I sense someone leaning deeply into their creative spirit, flowing with their divine feminine energy, and feeling empowered by it. Maybe you're finding yourself drawn to art, self-expression, or a more intuitive way of being. Here's what's really fascinating. I'm seeing this flow state becoming more grounded. The Goddess of the Moon card, which symbolizes creativity and artistic energy, is showing up strongly connected to the root chakra. This tells me that your creativity is becoming something solid, integrated, and natural, like it's part of your foundation now. It's no longer fleeting or something you reach for. It's simply who you are. As I say this, I'm hearing a download that's been coming through strongly for the past few days. It looks so good on you, and you wear it so well. This isn't about literal clothing. It's about the energy you're embodying. For years, we've been channeling about this new phase of your life, this shift into something more aligned and expansive. But what I'm getting now is that you're no longer stepping into it or waiting for it to arrive. It's here. You're embracing it, owning it, and radiating it effortlessly. Oh, and before I forget, I just saw dice, which might be meaningful for someone. Maybe you're taking a chance on something or stepping into the unknown. If that's you, trust that you're ready for this. Let's see what other messages come through as we keep pulling cards. I'm hearing the words natural empowerment, and it feels so resonant with your energy right now. There's this sense of effortless confidence radiating from you. An energy that doesn't come from external validation or achievements, but from something much deeper. This confidence is rooted in a spiritual knowing, in a profound connection to your own soul. You've done the inner work. You've gone through the introspective journey that allowed you to peel back the layers, uncover who you truly are, and embrace that truth fully. Because of this, you've arrived at a place of complete self-awareness, a knowingness of yourself so profound that it doesn't need to be spoken for others to feel it. People just know when they're in your presence. It's magnetic, it's captivating, and it's something you've earned through your dedication to growth, healing, and self-discovery. What's even more inspiring is how this energy emanates from you without effort. You carry yourself with a quiet, natural confidence that others can't help but notice. I'm hearing that people are starting to pay attention. They're noticing you stepping into your element, fully embracing the essence of who you are. And let me tell you, it looks so good on you. I'm also picking up on the energy of leadership. For some of you, stepping into this natural empowerment is also opening doors to leadership roles. Now, this might not look like the stereotypical image of leadership, a big promotion, running a company, or leading a team, although for some of you it very well could. Leadership doesn't have to fit into those traditional molds. It can take on a quieter, more personal form that's just as powerful. You may have noticed that people are starting to seek you out. Maybe a friend, a co-worker, or even a stranger opens up to you, sharing something they're going through. They might even say, "I don't know why I'm telling you this. I never share this with anyone." That's because your energy invites trust. Your presence exudes wisdom, kindness, and strength, making people feel safe to be vulnerable around you. You might not even realize it, but these moments, where you offer advice, encouragement, or simply a listening ear, are acts of leadership. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation, a kind word to someone in passing, or offering perspective to someone in need, these small, seemingly everyday moments hold profound meaning. The universe wants you to know that no act of leadership is too small. Leadership isn't defined by how visible or grand it looks to others. It's defined by the energy you bring to every interaction. You're stepping into this role naturally and effortlessly, and that's what makes it so beautiful. You're not forcing it, planning it, or even necessarily thinking about it. It's just who you are now. This empowerment and leadership energy is something you wear so well because it's not about what you're doing, it's about who you've become. And trust me, this energy is only going to continue to ripple outwards, touching and inspiring everyone who crosses your path. Keep embracing it, because the world needs the unique light you're shining so brightly. You're walking around with this quiet, magnetic confidence that radiates far beyond your words. It's the kind of energy that speaks volumes without needing to be spoken. And that's what makes it so profound. This deeply rooted divine feminine energy has become so locked in, so grounded within you. I keep hearing something about your intuition and flow state evolving into something entirely natural. It's like a rhythm within you, a constant heartbeat of guidance and creativity that flows effortlessly. You don't have to force it or overthink it. It's just there, ever present, guiding you as you move through life. You might notice this showing up in simple yet powerful ways. Perhaps intuitive thoughts arise seemingly out of nowhere, like whispers of guidance. "I should try this," or "I feel like I need to reach out to this person," or even "I'm being drawn to go here." These intuitive nudges surface naturally without you actively seeking them. But here's the magic. When you act on them, the dots connect almost instantly. You might reach out to someone and discover they needed to hear from you at that exact moment. Or you follow a hunch and find yourself in exactly the right place at the right time. What's remarkable is how effortlessly this process unfolds. It doesn't feel forced or calculated. It's just the way you're guiding your life now, almost like second nature. Your intuition has become your compass, pointing you toward experiences, connections, and opportunities that are in perfect alignment with your path. That said, I'm also hearing an important reminder about protecting this intuitive flow. Sometimes we can encounter mental blocks or limiting beliefs that interfere with our ability to hear and trust that inner voice. It's so important to become aware of any of these mind programs that might restrict you. These blocks often stem from scarcity thinking, the belief that there's not enough time, resources, or opportunities. But here's the truth. Abundance is so much more than material wealth or possessions. Abundance is an energy. It's freedom, openness, and availability. It's being present enough to hear your intuition and courageous enough to follow it. When you cultivate an abundant mindset, you create space for your intuition to flourish. Think about it. Abundance is directly tied to intuition. When you feel free to trust yourself, free to explore new paths, free to take inspired action, you're able to listen to those intuitive nudges and act on them with ease. On the other hand, anything that restricts your sense of abundance, whether it's fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs, also restricts your ability to follow that intuitive guidance. Right now, you're leaning more deeply into this abundant energy, and it's transforming the way you live and create. You're discovering that abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you align with. It's a state of being that allows you to flow naturally, effortlessly connecting with the opportunities and people meant for you. Let's look at an example that may resonate for some of you, even if it's just in part. If it doesn't fit perfectly, try applying it to a different area of your life. Consider your relationship with food and eating as a metaphor for the broader concept of intuitive living. Your body is naturally wired with an extraordinary ability to intuitively analyze what it needs. In the moment, it subconsciously processes what's available to it and guides you toward the choices that will best support your unique needs. These needs aren't static. They shift based on your current state of being, your environment, and your personal goals. But here's where things can get tricky. When we start forcing ourselves to override that natural intuition, like eating foods we don't truly feel aligned with, following rigid dietary rules that don't resonate, or denying our body what it's clearly asking for, we're essentially rejecting the flow of abundance in this area of life. Instead, we slip into a scarcity mindset. For example, you might find yourself eating in a way that feels unnatural or overly restrictive, not because your body asked for it, but because it aligns with societal standards or what you think should be the right way. When we do this, we're not just restricting our physical body. We're cutting ourselves off from the intuitive flow that guides us toward what nourishes us in the deepest sense. This principle doesn't just apply to food. It shows up in countless areas of life where we feel pressured to conform to rigid systems, molds, or paradigms that don't fit who we've become. These molds often stem from 3D programming, linear formulas where you're told, if you do X, you'll achieve Y. For a time, these formulas might have worked, even if they felt a little misaligned. But as you ascend into higher vibrational frequencies, something shifts. Your energy is evolving. Your intuitive, energetic body has been upgraded to operate within a whole new system, one that doesn't follow the old rules. Those outdated paradigms, where you had to suppress your instincts to fit into a box and achieve a predictable result, simply don't apply anymore. You're being called to break free from these rigid frameworks. Your intuition is becoming your primary guide, and it's leading you toward the new formulas that align with your upgraded energy. These new ways of being might feel more spontaneous, more fluid, and sometimes even illogical to the conscious mind, but they are perfectly aligned with your highest self. So, whether it's about food, career, relationships, or any other aspect of life, notice where you might still be operating from those old programs. Where are you trying to follow outdated formulas that no longer serve your evolved energy? And how can you release them in favor of trusting the abundant flow of your intuition? The truth is, your path forward isn't about forcing yourself into molds that once fit. It's about embracing the freedom to create new ways of being that honor your intuition and align with your highest vibrational frequency. Trust that you're equipped with everything you need to navigate this shift with grace. You're rewriting the rules, and it's leading you toward a life that feels more abundant, aligned, and authentically yours. Your intuition is fully awakened now, like a finely tuned instrument playing in perfect harmony with your soul. This heightened sensitivity doesn't just allow you to hear your inner guidance, it makes ignoring it almost impossible. In the past, you might have been able to push aside those intuitive nudges and stay in outdated paradigms without much resistance. But now, when you go against your intuition, you likely feel a noticeable vibration of resistance in your energy field. It's as if your soul is saying, this is no longer in alignment with who you are becoming. That's why trusting the process is so important. Surrendering to this flow is an act of courage because it means letting go of control and allowing your inner wisdom to guide you. Just as your body instinctively knows what it needs to stay nourished and balanced, your soul knows what it needs in terms of environments, routines, and connections. Your heart knows what it craves for love, friendship, and community. You are a beautifully layered being, with systems working in perfect synchrony, constantly guiding you toward the most harmonious, high-vibrational outcomes in every area of your life. The key to staying aligned with these pathways is to keep flowing with your intuition, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. Trust that every nudge, every whisper of guidance is leading you somewhere meaningful. Now, let's turn to the cards and see what further messages want to come through. As I shuffle, I'm reflecting on all that's already been shared. It's clear that these messages weren't planned, but they've arrived for a reason. Here we go. Journey appears in the reverse position. This suggests that some chapter in your life is coming to a close. It feels like the end of a quest, a journey of seeking something you've deeply desired. But here's the twist. This ending isn't a loss, it's a discovery. The very thing you've been searching for is now within reach, and the closure of this cycle is what makes room for it to emerge. For some, this might relate to love, career, or finances. Take it as it resonates with your unique situation. If you don't yet see this closure, know that it's on the horizon. The energy is aligning to bring you what you've been seeking. Let's dig deeper with the traditional tarot to uncover more about this journey. What exactly is coming to a close for you? Here we go. A powerful message emerges. I'm sensing that a total ending had to be embraced to bring this chapter to its conclusion. The cards reveal that this isn't something you could control or force into place through sheer willpower or logic. Instead, the key has been in surrender, acknowledging that certain things simply can't be worked out from the level of the conscious mind. The Magician card appears, reminding us of the transformative power within you. This ending, though it may have felt heavy or challenging, is raw material for your magic. But here's the catch. You don't get to dictate how that magic unfolds. It's a co-creative process that requires trust and patience. By releasing control and allowing this energy to move through you, you're transmuting it into something extraordinary. What once felt burdensome is now becoming the fuel for your highest potential. Trust this process of transformation. It's leading you into a new phase of empowerment and creation. You are the alchemist of your life, turning endings into beginnings and challenges into triumphs. For some of you, and this won't resonate with everyone, this message ties into the Sun card in reverse. If you're a divine feminine, it may involve a masculine energy connected to the divine masculine archetype. This person held incredible potential, carrying the seed of their highest, most empowered self. However, they made the choice, whether consciously or unconsciously, to suppress that potential in the physical world. If this resonates, it feels like you may have tried to guide, support, or even control the situation, hoping they would step into their power. But ultimately, you had to come to a place of acceptance. This wasn't something you could force, and releasing that need for control was a powerful act of surrender. Here's the beauty in this. Instead of being consumed by the heaviness of that experience, you've taken the raw energy around it and transformed it into something extraordinary. Whether you've channeled that energy into your personal growth, a creative project, or even just the next phase of your life, you've turned what felt like resistance into momentum. Now, you're riding a wave of power and inspiration, fueled by the very energy you once struggled against. However, with the Four of Wands in reverse, it seems this journey has involved a delayed union or reunion. This connection may have felt destined, like something written in the stars, or woven into your soul contracts. Yet, despite this deep spiritual significance, something held it back. The reversed Sun card points again to the masculine energy in question. It feels like this person, rather than embracing their highest potential, chose to stay stuck in unhealed wounds and unresolved childhood traumas. These deep-seated issues created patterns of emotional disconnection, symbolized by the King of Cups in reverse. This emotional withdrawal likely made them appear cold or closed off, not just to you, but to others in their life. They seemed to operate from a place of deep self-reliance, as if they believed they couldn't truly let anyone in. This guardedness wasn't about you. It was about their own pain and a lack of healing that kept them from stepping into the kind of maturity and vulnerability needed for a deeper connection. As a result, this union, or reunion, was delayed. It's something that feels inevitable on a soul level, but in this timeline, it couldn't come together fully because of the choices this person made to suppress their healing and their potential. The message here is clear. This isn't your burden to carry. By surrendering the need to control their journey, you've freed yourself to focus on your own growth and alignment. Their path is theirs to walk, and by releasing them with love, you've reclaimed your energy and redirected it toward your own beautiful transformation. It feels like you've surrendered the weight of this situation, releasing control and allowing it to fuel your growth and creativity. Perhaps you've even transformed that heaviness into something beautiful, a catalyst that has propelled you forward. I'm getting the name Lucy for someone, which may resonate. With the World card, this marks a powerful turning point for you. You're stepping into the most confident, successful, and fulfilled version of yourself. What's incredible is that you're doing this without needing all the answers about what's going to happen next. Whether that's with this masculine energy from your past or another challenging situation you've let go of. This is you choosing yourself wholeheartedly, trusting the process, and embracing the sense that you're moving toward something exciting and deeply meaningful. What's next for this masculine energy? The message is clear. The tower moment is necessary for them. It's like the universe is orchestrating a breakdown of their old patterns, forcing them to confront their unhealed wounds and suppressed emotions. As painful as it might seem, this tower moment is the catalyst for their transformation. This masculine energy, represented by the Page of Cups reversed and the King of Cups reversed, carries unresolved trauma, likely stemming from their childhood. These wounds have made them emotionally closed off, disconnected, and unable to fully open up, not just to you, but to themselves as well. However, this tower moment is pivotal. It's the wake-up call they need to break through those barriers, allowing them to confront what they've been hiding, even from their own awareness. Here's where the transformation begins. They enter the tower as the Page of Cups reversed, but they emerge as the Emperor. This is their journey of stepping into their highest, most aligned self. But, and this is so important, it's not a journey you can take for them, or even guide them through. If you tried to intervene or shield them from this necessary collapse, it would only drain your energy and hinder their growth. By stepping back and allowing them to experience their tower moment, you're actually creating space for a new potential pathway to open up. With the Two of Wands, this represents an alternate route that could lead to a future union or reunion, if that's something you still desire. It's important to remember that the choice is entirely yours. You're the conscious creator of your life, and there's no obligation to reconnect with this person unless it feels aligned with your highest good. However, if you do feel a soul pull toward them and envision a harmonious future together, know this: the only way that path can manifest is through their transformation. The masculine must embrace their tower moment, step into their Emperor energy, and align with the high vibrational version of themselves. Only then can a union on this new timeline be possible. All right, let's shuffle these cards again and see what else wants to come through. The first card is the Thinking Man. Interestingly, I almost said the thinking mind, because what's coming through so strongly is this: keep your mind out of the way. In 2025, there's a powerful theme of letting your heart and soul lead. This means stepping out of the trap of overanalyzing or overthinking. It's almost like the mind can block the natural flow of a creative idea or pathway by trying too hard to make sense of it. Right now, the message is about flow, trusting it and allowing yourself to move with it, not against it. Let's look at the other cards. Indecision, Door to Value reversed, Patience reversed, Yin-Yang upright, and the Temple path. There's a profound message here. Your intuition is absolutely on point about something, but you might be doubting it. That doubt is coming from your mind, not your heart. Here's the thing. Your intuition is telling you that you're exactly where you need to be, but your mind might be resisting that truth. You may feel like you're standing at a crossroads, and it's possible you've been here for a while. Maybe you're judging yourself for being stuck, whether it's with a person, a job, a career path, or a particular phase of life. The mind is so quick to label things as stagnant or wrong, but your intuition knows better. Sometimes, following your intuition isn't about making a move. It's about recognizing that it's okay to pause and be fully present where you are. If you're not feeling a clear pull or that undeniable surge of inspiration guiding you in a specific direction, it's because you're not meant to move just yet. That's your intuition saying, "You are exactly where I need you to be right now." With Door to Value reversed, it's clear that the paths currently available to you aren't the right ones. Not yet, at least. And with Patience reversed, There's confirmation that this isn't the time to force a drastic decision, even if your mind is pressuring you to make one. Your heart knows it isn't ready, and that's okay. The third eye chakra. Upright reinforces this. Your intuition is speaking to you loud and clear, but here's the twist. Intuition isn't always about taking action. Sometimes it's the voice that says, pause, trust, surrender. It's the quiet wisdom that reminds you it's perfectly okay to sit in stillness, even if that stillness looks unconventional or contradicts societal expectations. This is a moment to trust your timing. It may feel like the world around you is rushing forward, but your path is unique. Your intuition is planting you exactly where you're meant to be, nurturing you in ways you might not fully understand yet. Trust in that process, even if it feels unfamiliar or uncertain. Sometimes, the most powerful growth happens when we allow ourselves to simply be. Another profound message coming through is this: you are becoming timeless. There's so much depth to this concept, and honestly, I've been wanting to dedicate an entire YouTube video to it because it feels so expansive and transformative. What I'm hearing is that you are defying time in ways that are deeply personal, yet universally impactful. For those of you who resonate as awakened divine feminines, this is especially powerful. You're stepping into a space where you're no longer tethered to society's linear constructs of time. Instead, you're operating on your own timing, one that aligns with your soul's rhythm rather than the external pressures of the world. This is a profound act of courage and authenticity, and while it might look vastly different from the timing of those around you, that's precisely the point. You're inspiring others to break free from the limiting constructs of societal timing. This ties beautifully into the concept of abundance versus lack, especially when it comes to time. Having an abundance mentality with time means seeing yourself as timeless. When you embody this energy, it radiates outward, and others begin to sense it. They start to perceive you as someone who isn't rushed or bound by artificial deadlines, but as someone who trusts deeply in divine timing. When you live in this state, you no longer feel the need to hurry or force things to happen before they're ready. You become a living example of someone who moves with grace and trust, knowing that everything is aligning perfectly, exactly when it should. This approach to time is liberating, and it creates a ripple effect. It encourages others to release their own fears around time, to trust their process, and to align with their authentic rhythm. Now, let's explore the cards again. Yin-yang, the temple path, and adjacent possibilities. These cards are painting a vivid picture of where you are right now. You're in a state of balance. This balance is why you may feel a sense of urgency bubbling up, a knowing that something big is aligning for you. It's like you're standing on the edge of a new chapter, ready to leap forward into the life that's been waiting for you. But your role in this moment isn't to rush ahead blindly. It's to remain balanced. Stay in tune with yourself. Listen for those quiet, intuitive impulses. When they arrive, you'll know, because they'll feel undeniable, like a pull from your soul. With the Temple Path card upright, this is confirmation that you're in powerful alignment with your highest vibrational pathway. The doors that are meant for you, the ones that resonate with your energy, are opening. These are pathways that don't just make sense logically, they call to your soul. As you stay balanced and aligned, these options will become clearer, and the steps forward will feel effortless. You've done this before. Reflect on the past moments when you trusted your intuition, even when it didn't make sense to others, and saw how beautifully things unfolded. That's your reminder to trust yourself now. If you're not feeling that strong pull in any particular direction, just yet, don't judge yourself as stuck. Instead, recognize that where you are now is the perfect vantage point for your growth. It's like being on the crest of a wave, ready to ride it at just the right moment. Here's another important message. The challenges you're facing now, the ones that feel isolating or heavy, are part of a greater purpose. They're shaping you into someone whose journey will inspire countless others. Even if you don't see it yet, your experiences are creating ripples that extend far beyond what you can imagine. I'm getting this message that the things you're experiencing right now, even the ones that feel isolating or challenging, are exactly what will one day help you inspire, teach, and lead others. Even if you feel completely alone in these struggles, know that these experiences are shaping you into the very person others will look to for guidance and wisdom. Take a moment to reflect on your life, your passions, and your desires. Think about what you've already created or done, or even about dreams that you haven't yet manifested. You'll begin to see a beautiful pattern emerge. Each accomplishment, every dream you've pursued or hope to pursue, carries within it a seed planted by those very struggles you faced. It's almost as if you've been placed in certain situations for a reason. To extract the wisdom from the pain, the lessons from the challenges, and then transform them into something new. You might have tried to fight against these moments, tried to resist or mentally battle them. But eventually, there came a moment of surrender. And it's in that surrender that you found the seed, the lesson, the gift that you can now plant into your dreams. It's not about resisting anymore. It's not about fighting the reality of your situation or how things may appear. Instead, it's about surrendering into the moment, reclaiming your power and planting that seed into something beautiful, into your vision, your future, your purpose. Whoever this message is for, I truly hope it resonates with you. Your growth and transformation are part of a bigger plan, and you're not just going through this for yourself. You're being prepared to shine your light and help others in ways you may not yet fully understand. To close this reading, I pulled the card from the Rumi Oracle, Let Love Transform. Let me read you the message from the guidebook. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of the soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift, and it's saying to you, you have triumphed. You've blossomed and succeeded. You've let go of what no longer serves you and embraced the path of love. You are welcomed into this world, a world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in an endless creative variety. So, with that, I'll close today's reading. Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. I'm sending you huge amounts of love and light energy. May the rest of your day be filled with peace, clarity, and joy. Keep trusting the process, keep surrendering to the flow, and know that you're right where you need to be. Support this journey by interacting with the content. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Magnetize Official. Your engagement helps expand this loving and supportive community, and it ensures you won't miss future readings packed with wisdom and inspiration. And if you'd like to show some extra love and help the channel grow, you can send a super thanks. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for joining me today on this voyage of discovery and personal transformation. May you move forward with courage, clarity, and a deep trust in the incredible journey unfolding before you. Until we connect again, lovely souls, sending you love, light, and boundless faith in the beauty of your unique path.